How is it going, man? Right, so let's clean the bags, build up to the Fire Lake Island. I'm kind of curious, like, if we are going to be able to survive the Fire Lake Island fight. It wouldn't surprise me if I die on one of the last 2 bosses. We'll see. I do need the reputation still. 4.8k more, and I'm guessing this is going to be fixed when I finish the entire Forgotten Gods. Some of the last quests are giving like crazy amounts of reputation, so wouldn't surprise me. Ross is there saying, afternoon folks, how are you doing, Mullen? I'm doing good, dude. Thanks for asking. How about you? Welcome, Ross. That's okay. Is there a fissure there? There is a fissure here. Okay, it disappeared. We're good. Or a chest. The boss actually gave me like 100 reputation with the cults. Good cheers. Got some good advice on the Discord for my DK last night. He's in much better spot now. Yeah, Samus has been like incredibly helpful in the Discord channel, honestly. I'm glad. That you managed to find some answers, man. I'm a little bit scared. Not so much. A little bit. I haven't been paying attention, but there's like some side areas like this one that you can enter in this entire map and the one before too. We're already like building up to the second level. I see, okay. Maybe I just skipped one then. It's not too bad. Such a minus. Nice. Chimes is saying, believe that I just got a new main. Warlord turned out to be a junk, but started an Archon that has become a beast. I just had to share this with someone. My girlfriend doesn't give a crap. Glad you're enjoying your Archon. Yeah, I found another sideway. Wow, that pack over there is gonna hurt. Yeah, this is the last one in this level. So we skipped like one of the side areas on the first level, I suppose. That's okay. It's not like the other three were incredibly valuable or anything. Just found some like lower notes. An Absolution and a Dreadwalker Cow. The Absolution is insane, of course. We have also gotten the Racine armor. A Chaos Caster armor, I think. Very nice drops here. And we're about to fight the Kaiman, which is like incredibly scary, in fact. Trying to think like if there would be anything that I could do to make myself a little bit tankier against him. I think we're just gonna like pop the 2 potions that I have, you know, versus the fire and a little bit like increased HP. And then we're gonna go. If I wanted to make things a little bit more expensive, like we could also use like that Ugdan juice and stuff like that as giving me a little bit more HP, yeah. I feel like I should be okay. Sometimes he's incredibly bursty, but see how it goes. I wouldn't be surprised if I die to Father Kaiman though. The thing is, like, I know how to play around them, but sometimes the RNG is just too much. Yo, what's up, 4D? Welcome. It's going good. How about you, man? Okay. Here goes nothing, man. Let's make him leap. This is not too bad. That was bad. Yeah, it is. A Celestial Lotus drop too. That was a pretty controllable fight, especially considering like I didn't even use... Oh shit, we got scammed. He didn't drop his MI. Yeah, I didn't even use a cluster, so... it's on the easier side of things. Let's see how the core rank is gonna go. As I said time and time again, like I think I need a little bit more energy regeneration. These fights are not going so well, especially like if I need to kite the boss away from my Ravenous Earth. In that case, it's even going worse for my energy. 4D saying, I've been following your Primal Strike Conjurer build, level 81 on Elites at the moment, hoping to get my first 100 hardcore character with it. Good luck, 4D. Make sure like you pay a lot of attention to experience potion if it's like your first character, if you don't have it yet, and like the mandates as well. 4D with 2 months as well. Thank you very much for that sub, dude. Thank you. Appreciate that. Wants to find those like essence chests, but there's nothing there. There's tiny bit of like fire damage on the last boss as well. Maybe I should like try to speed up so that like my potion is still going while I'm fighting him. Puppies and kitties was saying, kittens even. Celestial Lotus is in the MI slot, I think. I've actually never heard such a thing before. Maybe, I don't know. Tainted scales. I'll check the right side, it's fine. Oh, it's so dark now. How's it going, Steph? Nice to see you. Maybe. It's going to be a long fight. How long is my bloody pucks? 8 seconds. Jump, jump! Trying to control like my mana efficiently, my energy rather, yeah. Interesting. Fair enough. I've changed my tactic. I was trying to like nuke the crystal and the gates, but it's not taking any damage from my Ravenous Earth. So I'm just gonna like item away from the gates and the crystal. And now I'll just transition him. Why not? If I cannot deal DPS to the crystal, there's no point sticking around. That was a very bad mistake, actually, double. Okay, choking it is a bit. Need to step it up. Okay, it turned out to be fine, I will say. Scales. Double essence, right? That's nice too, in fact. What I'm hoping for is that like I'm gonna get crazy amounts of reputation. So that I can be revered finally. I've gotten 1.5k, but it didn't give me revered. Sign of the Noxious Wounds. Fair enough. How much do I need to grind here? 2k, that's not even a little bit. Sad times. I really do need that though. Yeah, that's not good. Ross is saying I really like the callback fight, actually. Hectic, but fun. Me too. I'm kind of wondering, like, Why the hell wasn't I able to kill the crystal and the gates, the portals on the floor, with my Ravenous Earth and stuff? You know what I mean? That was interesting. Not really sure. I think I did a, you know, like it was a good decision to just like kite the boss away and deal with the boss instead, because he was just taking so much more damage than those other targets. That was weird though. So where is the bounty table? There is a bounty table, isn't there? This is actually something new to me. Ah, look at that. See what they're gonna ask for. A powerful guardian prowls descends near the Valley of the Chosen. Sounds like an easy target. Our research on the Valley tombs cannot continue. Find the stone griffin Ulazor and destroy it. The destruction of abomination shall be rewarded. The stone griffin Ulazor. The Valley of the Chosen. Right there. Okay. But we have obviously the world map. We can write Ulazor here. Guardian Ulazor, Valley of the Chosen. On the bridge. Okay, very simple. From the Corvan city even, we go back. This one. Very simple. Nice one. Yeah, you can make a Wise Might build, especially with Guardian Ulazor here, nice. Especially with the Vanquisher set. You could play it like Shieldbreaker, you could play it Sentinel, you could play it like Paladin, Templar, all of those things. Templar if you want, especially like Keldos Tempest also. And Wise Might is pretty strong. How much reputation are we gonna gain from this, you think? 300? Oh wow, it's actually 700 almost. That was insane. Okay, this was good. This Corvan Basin has awakened numerous ancient guardians. Solar scores exploded various temples dotting Valley Chosen, eliminate the animated presence. Preservers. Destroy animated preservers. Since they're not boss, it's not really showing it, but we could do it like this. Animated preservers are, I think, those guardians on the floor that you like engage, they kind of like come to life, sort of. I think so. Explore the various temples dotting the Valley of the Chosen. Okay, okay. Thing is, like, I'm wondering if I need to reset my game. That's the issue. Might need to reset my game. Do I need to reset my game? Not sure. At which point did you farm the set? Just builds up to it. So I didn't necessarily like wait for something, just reached This part, Malmouth outskirts, which is all you need to reach, and afterwards I started the quest. I'm guessing we do need to restart the game, but I'm gonna check it out real quick like that. Say so. I think the animated guardian is like sort of like a corpse on the floor, and when you're close to it, it actually starts fighting. To be honest with you, I don't even remember if if it was spawning here to begin with. So no. Maybe I shouldn't have accepted this quest. I don't know. This is an animated guardian. I think this is what I mean. There it is, preserver. We need like 2 more of this, I think, right? Yeah. I don't know. They're at the gates all the time. What about this guy? There we go. We'll need 1 more. This is good, guys. Nice, nice. Maybe at the bridge? Probably not at the bridge, actually. That's a watcher. Don't think this is gonna work. Yeah. No, why not? I thought that was it. I was getting hyped for it, man. Shit. I think like I killed everything else. Now I don't want to reset my game. There we go. Oh my god. Nice. Alright. What I'm wondering is that, like, is this going to be about the same reputation or is it going to be lower? We possibly need to do, like, 1 more. It's a little bit lower, actually. Our investigation revealed griffins of the Coven Basin live in rigid, yet rare, shickle packs. Go to the spire and end the rule of Griffin Sovereign Azalian. Pilot tensions will gladly compensate. Okay, we can check out the map 1 more time on this one. I do need to reset my game now because I've killed this thing already in this playthrough. Shit. That's kind of sad because like we can need to build up all the way there now. But like this is going to be the last one though. That's nice. Okay. Yeah, it is all the way there at that circle. If you're asking like what is the damage type that monsters are the least resistant to, it is usually physical. And the same goes for you. Do I want to kill that guy? Probably. Simple place, yeah. Why not? Dynamite. deploys the same amount of accessible physical resistance reduction as the elemental resistance devotions gear skills. Yeah, I would say so. I would say so. Depends on, like, definitely heavily plays on like what you play. For sure. Because, like, for instance, most of the physical builds tends to go soldier. Soldier brings you the flat value, which is also achievable from devotion. So in that case, you're definitely missing something. So you could go for like Occultist plus Necromancer, for instance. You're going to be getting more physical reduction. But in that case, you don't have the soldier, so... Same goes as like playing Elemental with Arcanist, for instance. This is a very good drop as well, Scene of Annihilation. It's crazy, and it actually came out from a treasure trove. And here we are. We're in danger. This guy's sitting out of his mind right now. Please chill. Yes, we need more little skillies. Alright, this is, I think, enough, I want to say. For the one that we were trying to build up to. It's almost enough without it, in fact. It's funny. 300 is missing. Okay. Thorn Girdle of the Mystery Glade. Feels bad. So there's the White Lotus over here, a very defensive belt, which is not too bad because it also gives you very good resistances. And in fact, the elemental resistance is something that we really need. So I might in fact like consider it. It will also heavily depend. I would say it will also heavily depend on like what sort of components it's gonna require. Like scrap, attuned lodestone, hallowed ground, mark of the traveler. It sounds like it is extremely easy to craft. We might just craft this, you guys, soon. Let's just buy this, it's fine. That one as well. Buy the endurance relic, sure. But more importantly, buy this damage converted to physical for Ravenous Earth, the Corruptian. Yeah, more importantly, we have the Venom Fire necklace coming up from here. And at the same time, we have like Poison Cows. I don't think we're gonna need that. We have a Fat Aether here. Gonna buy a couple of those. Defensive Routine, gonna buy like a couple of those as well. I don't think I can use that anytime soon though. Gonna buy a couple of these as well, but it's not the greatest, unfortunately, guys. Offensibility with energy generation. Okay, this is it. So Venom Fire is a necklace, so we can roll like armor increase on it. So we're gonna need to like go for Davis Crossing Blacksmith. Let's clean the bags real quick before doing this. I'm actually contemplating playing around that new belt, by the way. It sounds very good, the White Lotus. It's a pretty defensive belt, but it seems like it's giving the resistances that I actually need, that I direly need. And there's absolutely no resistances coming from my belt, so we're going to be sacrificing a little bit of like percentages, which I could gain from somewhere else in return of like a very defensive and a good belt. I think it would be nice. But we're gonna start with the Nectar's Craft, okay? The Venom Fire. There it is. Is it hard? Zeal. Ugh, I don't even know how to craft the Zeal apparently. Let's see where we can find a Zeal recipe. Can be sold by the Steel Cap District NPC. Disgusting. Disgusting. Streamer benefits. They need to be engaged right now. Okay. I should like boat something there, I think. Actually, you cannot save in Steel Crap. Steel Crap. Let's save to Coven, I suppose, then in that case. So I'm a little bit closer. To save your spawn points into a place, you just need to, like, you know, interact with an NPC as in, like, buying something or selling something with it. We could buy a scrap from here and we'll be golden. You can save to Steel Cap, I think. No, you cannot save, I think. No? I don't think you can save to Steel Cap. But I can sell something here just to make sure. Unless they changed it, manual. You can save into the sewers, I think. That's what it is. So you can save here. Yeah. Yeah, Russ is saying the same thing. Saibu saying Malagant is a mythical version of the Lotus, by the way. Are you sure you haven't dropped it yet? No, I don't think I have it yet on this one. This is the I'm gonna buy like 2 Potion of Clarities here, so we save here instead. Yeah, but like I was saying, this is the softcore right now for YouTube, so I'm obviously missing some recipes here and there. Quite a lot of them, in fact. But the normal Lotus might in fact be still an upgrade for me. Very good resistances on it, so I wouldn't mind that. Ancient Growins NPCs should be able to like sell these recipes as well, right? I'm not really sure about it actually. Sacrifice, sure. I think I know the tier ones. I don't know. It's gonna take a while, I think, finding the Zeal one. I wonder if it's like faster for me to reset this NPC by like interacting by other 2 NPCs, or it's just like Willow Gang. Late Dancer's Talisman. It's nice. After talking to 3 vendors all over again, once will reset. I just said it. Just said it. It's probably still faster to do what I'm doing. It doesn't matter if I know these or not, right? He's just like randomly rolling these recipes, so... Kinda sad that I'm still missing the Zeal, man. After all this playthrough. I wanna... The Ancestor. I'm wondering if it would be a good idea to like do some treasure chow rotations. Not really sure. I've been opening like so many treasure chows. If it would have dropped, it would have, I think. At least it's a tier 2, honestly. If it was like a tier 3, it would have been very hopeless here. Tier 2 is fine. Is it a tier 2 even? Is Zeal tier 2? I think it is, right? Same. Yeah, level 50. Wait, level 50 is tier 3? I think it's tier 3 actually. Holy shit. It's going to be interesting. Tier 2? So you can have like tier 2s that are level 50 requirements? Wow, didn't know about this. I thought level 50 was in fact tier 3. I don't know why. Like the old stuff, you know, like the vanilla stuff. I want to check my blacksmith one more time just in case. Don't want to make like a massive mistake of like having the zeal and searching for it. Just in case. Yeah, I don't have it. Feels bad. Okay. Lucian is saying, what you are doing now is what I did the other night to farm a relic I needed to craft Blaze Rush. Took forever, but I got a lot of recipes that I didn't have. Hey, Zeal. There it is. You were lucky, actually. Double Zeal, in fact. Cheers. Okay, the streamer benefits. They were engaged right over there. Manuel is saying, I'm off to work. See you later. See you later, Manuel. Thanks for hanging out, bro. Let's see what we need for a Zeal, you guys. We actually need a Savage. This is going to be an expensive craft, I feel like. Mistborn, Rampage, Inferno, and Vitriolic Gallstone. Bladesworn. Isn't it the one that I'm using? Yeah. And a bloody whetstone. That is ugly. Ugh. Okay. Homestead? Apparently there are a lot of recipes that I didn't buy from like the faction NPCs. I have like 4 Celestial Lotuses in my bags. Sure. Some very bad stuff. Sanctified Bone. Spine Carapace, Leathery Hide is very good. Bloody Bedstone. Okay, that should be enough. I miss more monkeys. So what is this bloody Whetstone? Let's see. Hallowed Fang and Blessed Whetstones. 4 of them are going away. Feels bad. That is very expensive, in fact. It hurts. Alright, there it is, a Zeal, and that one unlocks a Venom Fire. And we want high rolls, especially on HP, offensive ability, and elemental resistances. I don't care about the damage on it. Literally don't care about it. Like, elemental resistance is so fucking important here. And it would be very good to have like an armor percentage on it as well. Here we go. Pierce resistance, elemental resistance is above average. Offensive ability is good roll, HP is good roll, I think, yeah. Even the damage values are good roll. Okay, this is a good one. I am okay with this. Oh no, look, I'm missing spirits again. How many times do I need to reset my shit, man? Anyways, this is the necklace that we're gonna go for. And that one actually like requires the Seal of Ancestry. Wow, which is a very difficult craft for me. In fact, we're gonna need to farm some chthonic seal of bindings, you guys. I'm gonna need to farm quite a lot of them, in fact. It's an easy farm. It's okay. It's a very easy farm. Other than that, like, are we using anything bad on it? Ancestry, right? Now the rest is quite easy. I'm kind of willing to like craft this simply because like it's good. It's very good. It's gonna give me a little bit of like vitality resistance. And on top of that, it will give like some absorption, some HP, energy regeneration. Everything is pretty good on it. It's extremely annoying that I'm still missing some. Fuck. If you go for the annihilation, it's actually giving like spirit, but I really don't think that we should be going for annihilation here. I don't think so, not with this character. I don't know. So it's a bit more offensive, this choice, but I actually feel like I'm gonna need this. This is a hard choice, you guys. Both of them are incredibly good items. So decide for yourself, I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go for the Ancestry. I think so. I cannot believe that like I spent 10 points into Spirit and I'm still missing Spirit. This was an awkward character overall. What about that belt that I was talking about? Let's see. The White Lotus. That's a very easy to craft as well. Something very easy to craft, I should say. Let's craft one, you guys. See like the resistances and stuff on it. 35%. Some pierce, some avoidance to melee. Bleed resistance is okayish as well, I guess. I'm gonna take my Octon Plume after this, out of this. Some peace to my old one. I like the new one anyways, it's okay. So what I'm thinking is that like using a component that's actually giving me some spirits on the necklace. There are a couple of components like that if I'm not mistaken. Something like this, for instance. Spirit, defense, ability, energy cost reduction. There's also this thing. Spirit, crit damage, and energy cost. Which one's better here? Defensive ability. I feel like I do need a little bit of defensive ability, not much. And I don't feel like I need the crit damage from there. I'm gonna go for like a little bit of the safer choice here. Gonna go for this for now. We're gonna sit on the Arcane Lens. Yeah, I'll say so. Looking at my resistances, they're looking a little bit better. We found like along the way, we found a couple of more upgrades here and there, right? Let's see like if there's anything that I can replace. I'm gonna shy away from these pens. I don't really enjoy like those pens at all. Reduce stun duration. Pierce is going to be an issue, huh? This is looking very good, actually. This is surprisingly good. Really like it. 26. I might actually have some extra stuff before I forget about this. I need to fix this real quick. I think I have some extra stuff on this. because of the necklace change now. 26, 26, 25, okay. 2 from there, 1 from here. I don't like that node either. Our revenue growth should be very strong now compared to before. I'm gonna put like 1 point there. And then I suppose like 2 points going into here. You know what you can do? Like you could do something cheesy as like putting 1 point into this for the spirit gain as well, instead of like you could using this necklace arcane lens. The arcane lens for now is fine, but later on we're gonna need to like use the seal of ancestry or whatever it is. So later on that is. Really like my offensive ability here. Like my HP too. There's some like very good changes here with the gear. Kind of considering changing one more thing. What's my vitality percentage? 2.3k. Hmm. Aether and Chaos resistances, how are they? So, I am thinking, you guys, that we are going to be going for 2 points there. And then we're gonna go for the Golden Borns that I just found. These things. So the vitality resistance is going to be fixed. Put them here. How, you might ask? It's thanks to the soul shards, of course. I really like my resistances right now. It's funny. It's very good. It's 1 missing there, 1 missing there. What's my movement speed like this? 123. Do you think it would be worth crafting Emogdragons for this one? Mark of Mogdragon? Let's craft it. 4 ward stones. It's gonna give me a little bit more HP, you know? Look at my HP now. 16,000. I told you there was incredible room to improve. And I told you like we're gonna do it when we get the necklace. Like look at this, it's looking so much better. And the second we're gonna take any damage at all, I'll be sitting above 2k armor thanks to the Golden Board proc now. Dude, the character is looking like better and better all the time, it's insane. I really like it. I'm gonna get rid of these boots. We can put them into the non-shared tab, it's fine. Put them here. So, apparently we need Chaos Aether. Maybe like fire something, maybe like fire lightning or something like that, I don't know. But like Chaos Aether is like #1 priority most likely. There's Pierce Aether, which we could use a single one. What are the other stuff that I'm using? Lightning Aether. We could replace that with a Pierce Aether, just one. Yeah. That one is Pierce Aether, that one's Pierce Aether again, that one's nothing, and I want like Chaos on it. There was a couple of stuff that I just recently picked, no? There's Defensive Ability. This one's useless. Oh, Aether Fat. Nah, I don't think so. This one's Lightning Aether as well. Pierce Aether. I need some Chaos stuff, bro. Pierce Chaos? Yeah, I don't think we need this much Pierce though. There's Chaos Aether as well. We could go Chaos Aether double here. Ugh. This is still good though. Okay, okay. I'm gonna go back to the Chaos Resistance on that guy. It's gonna give me 12% over there. The Covenant's Bane. And we're missing like 2 enchantments there. I think I'm gonna go for the offensive ability. Just get absolutely crazy. 3000 offensive ability on this guy. You know what I'm thinking? Like, with this amount of offensive ability... but my defensive ability is kind of questionable. I cannot do it yet. Yeah, I need to be like 2.8k or something to be able to do that. I was gonna say, like, let's replace the Arcane Lens with the crit damage one. But not yet. We need like an Ugdon Bug leather or something on the gloves to be able to do that. So that like I gain the defensive ability and then I replace that one. Alright, the character is looking incredibly good right now. I like it. So, what are we doing now? Archivist Thalon. A Port Valkyrie run. I better like clean my bags for that. Port Valkyrie is incredibly long. Lots of greens to find from there. I'm gonna pop a potion, put the other one over there. Why not? Let's put that over there. Sounds nice. Let's do it. How goes the Cabalist? Very good. Very good. It's getting up there, man. Look at the stats, Samus. Like, I like my HP now, I like my offensive ability, I like my multipliers. I even like my armor now, because like the second we're gonna take damage, Golemborn is gonna kick in. Yeah. I'm like 26 points finally into this guy, Ravenous Earth. Like, it's gonna be fun, and now we will do some more hard content. I'm gonna complete the Port Valkyrie, and then afterwards we'll go to Ancient Grove. There's a high chance that we're gonna see Koopa as well. Yep! This is how you end up having a very strong character from a fresh account, you guys. Here it is. We finally made it all the way to the theory crafted character. It took me about like 1 day, 10 hours, but I would say it's worth it. Pimpin', I think, sums it up. Yes, man, we pimped him up. We could be sitting on like 20k HP at this point, if I wanted to use like the HP augments on both the weapons and the rings. Almost, maybe like 18,000, not maybe 20k, but yeah. Sneaky one-shot chest, brutal axe. Ross with the sub. How's it going, Ross? Thank you very much for that. Welcome to the local lounge. I very much appreciate that. Thank you. Open the gates! Hey, let's do the devotion shrine here, right? Wow, that's spawn though. It actually managed to travel all the way here. What the fuck? Yeah, the terraformer in the second phase is capable of traveling. It's a slow, but it is. It's funny. Thank you for the follows as well, by the way, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream and having a nice Friday. Same goes for the YouTube people, whichever day it is for you. I'm kind of hyped to check out the character in both the Ancient Grove and the Port Valbury here. It's going to be interesting. I think our single target damage is not the greatest. Overall, screen clear is very good though. Survival is very good as well. How greedy am I? Am I gonna go sell before we start? I probably should do that. Let's open this chest as well. Okay. Geek is there as well. Hi Mal, what's up? What's up, man? Luke is saying the Ori soundtrack is too good. It is. Really like it. So, what is it that I need to check? I in fact don't need to check anything at all. I don't think like we can personally for this character alone can find an upgrade anymore. They're targetable from this moment, I would say. So guys, like, if you have a character like this, at this point, and if you're still rocking something like this Bone Spike, in my opinion, it's definitely worth it to like keep running the Mountain Deeps back to back again until you find actually a godlike one. Something about like, I don't know, 430%? Something like that. I would say so, for sure. Like, the character definitely deserves it. He just hit me and died. I don't know what that was about, but that's what happened there. I'm not going to be doing every corner of Valbury because Valbury is extremely long if you do that. But I'll try to hit all the valuable spots, as far as I can remember at least. I want to use a crystal. How far in Shattered Realm do you think you can take this? I would say for the offenses, we are pretty much in a good place to go to like 50 or something, which is already very valuable. The defenses are pretty questionable. In an environment like that one, you would need a little bit better defenses than this, I would say. So we can easily do something like 25. Very easy. So complete like the quest over there. I would say about like 30ish. It should start becoming quite questionable. You know, reaping moments here and there. I would say so for sure. You would need like a little bit better armor, better physical resistance, most likely a little bit better HP overall, and maybe even a little bit better overcaps as well when it comes to like the resistances. One thing that I'm gonna tell you is that like there are some like very ridiculous ring options for this guy that we're playing. It's either like minus resistance, or I think the Void Fire actually is capable of giving both the minus resistance and +2 to possession. Like, it would be absolutely insane if you can, you know, have 2 Void Fires on this guy. In that case, the character should be able to go easily 50, because yeah, that's going to be a big difference between the absorption. But those are assumptions. Like, it will come down to basically piloting quite a bit too. I would say so. But the character's a face roll right now. This is just insane. Like, I can AFK next to targets as long as I have a Revenue Sword up. So the build was a success. It's a struggle to build it up in Ultimate, but it ended up becoming extremely good. Puppy is saying I'm running something very similar on softcore. 45 is okay, 50 with like a lot of reps. I mean, you could always like reset, you know. You could always reset. You could always like have some very defensive options. Personally, like, I do enjoy farming the campaign still a little bit more. I don't hate Shattered Realm. I do it every now and then on the characters that I actually enjoy playing. I definitely prefer Shattered Realm compared to Crucible, hands down. For some reason, I never get to like... Where are you going? You're trying to hide, right? I saw you. I definitely prefer Shattered Ram over Crucible. My single target was good over here as well, but we have gotten scammed. There was no belt drop. That was one of the belts that we actually needed. So that's kind of sad, actually. What I really want is checking out some Nemesis skill as well. I hopefully will be able to find Kuba inside the Ancient Grove after this run. Kuba is very resistant to Vitesse, if I'm not mistaken. It's one of the more Vitesse resistant Nemesis out there. I think so, at least. And puppies and kittens, like, unless you run in these skeletons, check them out. It is very interesting. The Revenant edition was a very good addition, in my opinion, to this character. Like, that was something that I didn't have in my mind when I started the character the first time. I had to adjust into it. I didn't want to do that, actually. Shit. It was a misplay, man. You know what would make this character a god? Almost immortal? A necklace like 4% to resistances. Maximum 4% to resistances. You would actually make it insane. I would appreciate it if you stop moving, so that we can shotgun you a little bit. I wonder if he's life leeching from the bleed pools. I can't stand my ground anymore. Wait, actually I lied, I can. We're gonna go back the same way that I came because... yeah, Yeah, because of the environmental damage on the floor there, I hate that place. What's going on? I need some resistance, man. I'll know resistance on this guy. Another pathetic human? I think it's enough. How's it going, Van Damage? Welcome, Bren. This was a brutal trap, by the way. For a weak character, this place is very deadly right now. This room, that is. It's funny because, like, sometimes this trap just, like, spawns a single wave, no elites, and then sometimes it's like triple wave, multiple elites inside, and some scary ones too. Not really sure what happened. It's a chest here. We could actually like check out the NPC as well. NPC is usually valuable here. Wait, what am I dying to? Holy shit. Never mind. Dreadlord Spellweaving and Tainted Ruby of Gardau. Mythical Face Guard of Perdition. Not enough. Not enough. What do you think about the Paladin? Overall, I like it. But I feel like there could be other combinations that I could also make. Depends on like what you're going to be playing heavily, but most of the time I have been like preferring Sentinel, Shieldbreaker, and Archon over Paladin. Usually. When it comes to like what I'm going to be making, yeah. Lifting with the host. Lifting, how you doing? Lifting, shout out to you. I have been watching and enjoying your Grim Dawn content on YouTube as well. Cheers. Cheers. And welcome to every single one of you joining from Lifting's stream. Thanks again for the host one more time, dude. We are actually doing a massive series. This character started on a fresh account with nothing, no recipes either, from 0 to what it is right now. So it is like a beginner Vitality caster Cabalist for like 20 parts or something. And recently the fun began because in Ultimate difficulty it was a little bit struggle-ish because I didn't have the legendaries obviously, but you know, we built up to the Dark Ones set, and the Dark One set is targetable. Just like the Craig set, it's a little bit harder to reach them. And after completing it, and after crafting some of the items that I wanted to from like Reputation factions, the character is incredibly strong, and this is the fun part. Now we are testing it a little bit, like Port Valkyrie, Ancient Grow, maybe some Nemesis fights to come today, we'll see. If you're going to be partying away, have a nice weekend, dudes. Trap of Logic with the Prime. How's it going, dude? Welcome to the Lurker Lounge. Thank you very much for that sub. Appreciate it. Where's my character going? Is it like upstairs or something? Never mind that item. How do you think the Abomination class is, generally speaking? I'm using it now and it feels great, but it also limits the tree. I can use mine quite a lot. That's the Abomination class lifting. Using it now and it feels great. Poison side to it, I mean. It also limits the tree. I can use it. Oh, the Abomination class over here. This thing. I really like it, especially like if you can combine that, like, you know, unite that with like some sort of like a shadow strike. Like that is just insane. You were playing a dervish, right? Just now you're playing like an acid poison dervish. I'll say it's a very good pick. I'll say so. Like, as I said, with the Shadow Strike, as it engages, it has like one of the highest chances to proc these devotions, and it hits actually like twice or something. So you have like back-to-back 51% to proc it. So every time you Shadow Strike in, and you don't necessarily need to be a Nightblade, but you're a Nightblade, so that's convenient. You're gonna have that proc, and it's 100% worth building up the Abomination. In my opinion, it's insane. This was the dervish that I was playing. It's probably like drastically different than yours. But if you want to like check out the devotion build, I'll share it to you. And yeah, like it is, on top of everything, I think it's beautiful when it comes to the constellation as well, so like the animation is very cool, you know. But yeah, green build up isn't so bad either, so it's okay. I kind of hate the yellow build up. I don't like the yellow build up, and I don't like the purple build up all that much in the devotions. Rest I'm okay with. Like the blue, green, and red, I'm okay with those things. I actually did a Shadow Strike with like Mythical Nightshade. The damage was sick. I had trouble with the defense, so I'm trying with the Aegis of Men here now too, I see. Blood Knight armor. Kind of wondering how this fight is gonna go. Check out resistances. Maybe an Aether Potion here. With some HP potion as well. Maybe a fire potion as well. It's like a meteor or something, right? I'll use a lightning as well. It's okay. This is one of the fights that I have absolutely no idea what's going on. Not gonna lie. Purple build-up is not only pain, but also it feels like it's not giving any sort of value when you compare it to like other stuff. Even like tier 1s when it comes to like blue and green, they're like beautiful stuff, you know what I mean? And then you look at the purple, like I'm taking 8% kill resistance, man. Come on, dude. I don't know. Avengers Crusher, Doom Show Gluttony. That's about it. Okay. Mythical Arcana Wave, even though it's a blue item, it's actually an incredibly valuable belt. This thing. +1s to 3 different masteries. With good damage and HP and a little bit resistance as well. This belt right over here is like better than some of the legendaries for these classes. Lifting is saying I farmed the Port Valkyrie so much for the Vanquisher Helm. It took me like 50 runs or so. Tell me, did you get a good belt? Did you get a good belt? So far, from all the runs that I have made, I have only one godlike belt, and I died with it. It was on my shield breaker, unfortunately. F's in the chat. This belt right over here. What belt are you looking for? So there are these 3 guardians in Port Valkyrie. They're looking, I don't know, like these constructs, sort of like with yeah, with like 4 legs, very big, and it's they keep on saying stuff like another pathetic human or something like that. I don't necessarily know the names of them. Yeah, they actually look like the Commander Lucius in the armory over there next to the fort icon, if you can remember that guy. And there are 3 of them. Every single one of them has an MI belt corresponding to them. And they can roll ridiculous, like it's insane. So Port Valkyrie is very good when it comes to like belt stuff. So this is one of them, for instance. They're always called chains. Chains of Brandis in this case. Which is not too bad, but I cannot lifesteal from my spells, so I cannot use this. You don't get it like 100%, but it's very high. This is another chains for sure. Chains of Ygrad. I didn't get the 3rd one. The 3rd one is rolling with stun resistance. Yeah. Let's clean the bags. We're gonna go for an Ancient Grow run here. In the Ancient Grow, hopefully I'm going to end up like finding Kuba as well. It's going to be my first time versus Kuba on this guy. Currently farming Kaizen, the Nemesis Eldritch. Comparatively, he feels so dangerous to the others. The farm route is kinda tedious too. The Amulet MI is sick though, I agree. I was actually fooling around with that guy, and I died on my shield breaker to his crystals. Yeah, he's pretty rippy if you you stay close to the crystals, apparently. It is. Finding him is very annoying too, yeah. It is. Well, it's kind of running like, when it comes to trying to find him, I think I was running like the right side of this. Just the right side of this, just checking it out. Then I think I was checking out the right side of this one. Picking up the treasure trove over there. And then I was running from the Tomb of Eldritch to the last boss. That's what I was doing, I think, for the most part. But by no means like it was fast, honestly. It's pretty slow. And it depends on like what you're playing too. He has like 27 spawn locations or something, but yeah. Those glows are actually not too bad. Being normal. Start this Archivist Stay on quest. It's gonna give me a legendary, isn't it? I'm out of coffee. It's kinda sad. So YouTube, I think that's going to be the end of this part. On the next part we go to Ancient Grove, and I'll also like check around some of the Nemesis bosses too. Ah. Stream, what do you think? Yes, right? I'm gonna need to adjust my defensive ability for it, but it's interesting. I really like the resistances on it. I really like the maximum caps on the fire and elemental stuff. It's just such a large area to cover with only a few portals, especially the top part where he can spawn. It's time consuming. If you're playing any sort of like an elemental guy, the top part, as you said, is just taking forever to clear also. It's so tedious. Man, this is such a hard choice actually. I'm not sure what to do here. I think we go for it, man. We're gonna need to adjust our defense ability to be able to play like that. That's all. Because this thing is giving me like 100 defense abilities, so... I could craft like an Ugdambog leather for the gloves. That's gonna fix my bleed resistance as we're skipping from this also. What else can I do though? Maybe I could put like defensive ability augments on one of my armors or something. Don't know. 2.5. At least that one is safe. And this needs to be like at the very least 2.6. So 22. Is it even higher than 22? Maybe. Let's see. More procs, yeah, procs are always good. It's actually quite funny because we do have quite a bit of like acid damage right now. You know, percentages, I mean. So no, it is exactly 22. Yeah, there's nothing I can change here. Okay. It's already giving bleed resistance, that's true. Doesn't fix much. It's actually very surprising to be like missing bleed resistance. It's gonna suck against Kuba as well. It has these like bleed pools. Jay is like, good evening, Malagant. How's your run going today? It's been going good, Jaya. Thank you. How are you doing? Yeah, I guess we kind of need to put a ward stone on this thing, otherwise it's not gonna happen. Let's craft another ward stone over there. It's gonna help me out with like both elemental resistance and bleed resistance. What's up, by the way, YouTube? This is going to be the new part. We're trying to like optimize the character with this Mark of Forbidden that just was given to me. I do believe it's a little bit better than the medal that I'm using. Maybe it's head to head. But yeah, resistances are all messed up because of changing it. Rygog is saying your transport is elegant. Thank you, Rygog. I don't like the boots, but it's okay. Weekend started, so far so good. Nice. What can you do even like with bleed resistance? Is there like anything at all? There's Vitality and Bleed. What do I want? I need like heavy bleed somehow. And I need defensive ability. That's another thing that I just realized. 2.5k. So I'm actually thinking about doing something very stupid here, which is putting like a 6 watch on my pants. Just for the time being. It's gonna help me out, like fix my bleed resistance. It's gonna be interesting. Until we find another upgrade. I think that's probably the better thing to do. Let's do it. Do I have a 6 watch in the bank by any chance? I do have one. So we're going to be dropping basically like armor absorption, which is not the greatest idea, but I feel like I can play around it, but I cannot play around 62% there. Especially like when we are going to be facing Kuba soon, it's too much. Okay, here we go. Ancient Grove. I actually really like the fact that like we have 22 points ultimate rank for Bloody Pox. Same can be said for the Ravenous Earth. Our two main abilities, they have both maximum ranks at this point. It's extremely big. free skeleton key from this guy. I might have made a mistake with the poison rays there. The parts that you're looking for drop on elites as well. No. That is the only difference between like this guy and the Craig DK. This one's like much harder to build up to. Because of that reason. This was a very easy spawn. What just happened to him? No elites. Just one elite. So, double recipe. And gloves. Mythical Serenity Stone. Enough. It's probably a good time to like start using a better glyph than mine, but I've been pretty lazy about it. Hoping we're gonna be lucky with the flower drops. We could definitely use like so many more flowers. I only have like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, literally only like 4 components that are valuable so far. Should be doing a little bit better with the components. I think I've been lazy farming. I should farm some like seal of bindings and craft that necklace seal. Our necklace definitely deserves it easily. Here we go. I should probably like check out the mutators as we enter. They have less armor. They have less damage, but they can crit me. That's actually very scary, especially against something like Deathstalker. Oh, that's actually messed up. Hopefully, that's not gonna cause any issues. Let's see. Just got an epic item from that corpse on the floor. I usually don't even click these. It's a crazy drop as well, the Ghost Raiment. Ooh, what is going on here? Close Fist of Vengeance too. Wow, okay. Defender of 3. Some streamer loots inside that trapped room. Pressure room. Oh, that's Stalker. I use everything I have here, I think, guys. Trying to like stutter step for the most part. This guy can absolutely hit out of his mind. Don't know why. But yeah, I've been deleted before by him, so I've been taking him like extremely seriously every time from like since then. I have really high hopes about like the NPC inside here. Maybe a couple of recipes that we don't know yet. Use some of our iron bits on him. Hey. Okay, there's nothing. So we have an Ugden Salve, Mask of Harbinger. I mean, these are like all old recipes, so I'm not really sure if I should be buying them. Like, make sure to like check out the Basilisk Crest, you guys, the green ones, for the Ravenous Earth. Like, possibly this is our best in slots, but like finding a very good one is hard, obviously. Yeah, how's it going, Sakina? Welcome. Finally weekend hype. Nice. That's it now. I can just put it here. No, you're gonna torture me like that, my love. Chaos was saying, I have your Cabalist as well, but I don't like the playstyle of the character, not so much. Casting Ravenous Earth and waiting is not my favorite. There's no wait on the one that I am playing right now, but while you're leveling, it was like that. While leveling, it was exactly like that, actually. Right now, there's just too many things to keep track of, in fact. Like, it's not the simplest character that I played, Chaos. Definitely not. was a good fast clearing AoE build. There's quite a bit of them. You could check out my shield breaker if you have the legendaries. Maybe I shouldn't stay in the melee range with this guy. I think I skipped the curse, maybe? I'm not sure. That wasn't so bad. Armor of the 3, what's going on? You guys, look at this, look at this. Alright, 2 out of 3, you guys. Almost a sentinel here. Tarnis is there. Why did you have to say hi, chat? No, I have to say hello back and Mala will know I'm lurking. Hey, what's up, Tarnis? Slathsar is such a pain for the melee builds. A little bit of flat absorption goes a very long way against this guy, especially in melee builds. Because most of the damage that you take is not necessarily big hits, it's like split. So like you're able to absorb from every single one of those instances. Makes a massive difference. How's it going, Baloch? Welcome, bro. He was saying, hi, chat, hi, Malagant, how you doing? I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing very good. The character turned out to be incredibly good, so... The entire guide was definitely worth it. And I actually cannot wait to, like, make a build guide about it either. We're coming close to, like, ending it soon. So after this place, there's literally almost nothing else remaining to do other than like some Nemesis stuff or maybe Super Bosses. Man, I want to find the Kuba. I wonder like where he is. We're gonna find Kuba in the game, unless I find him in here, in the last level. Let's see. Checking for stumps. Samus, have you seen the streamer's stump in Discord? Oh, it's the fumble that gets you. I actually have no answer to that. Just, you know, a random... Excuse me. A random elite dropping me Diviner mask right there. I wonder like if anyone checked out that set with like a Reap Spirit build since the patch. The spirits are living for 18 seconds now, up from 12. Should definitely be feeling much better than before. But by the way, Kelsh, like, this is definitely not my playstyle either, you know me. I really enjoy melee guys, for the most part. awkward. Like 15 alphas on top of the same place. Not sure how did that happen, but we're gonna check the right side. There's a one-shot chest in here and an ancient heart in it too. Oh my god. Let's go! Ugh. Well, this is one of the godlike items that you can find for the build that we made. That really made me happy, man. That's like arguably the first legendary that we ended up finding, you know, like a random legendary that is. I mean, it's true that like we have that one, but like, that's not even the one that I want, you know. It's not in the theory crafted thing. It just happens to be a little bit better than the metal that I'm using. But even at that, you know. That's nice. Feels good. Definitely feels good. We're about to fight Gargaball here. I'm gonna use a HP potion. I'm gonna use a fire potion. Other than that, I don't really think we need anything. We do need like more armor and more defensive ability, but I don't really know like what to do. I cannot fix those with potions, so. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Bit scared, but another test right here. Trying to kill him without using like any cooldowns whatsoever. And we pop everything in the second phase right here. Can I please get some tomatoes in the chat for our good old skeletons right here, carrying me in this encounter? That is Revenant for you, you guys. The Venom skins. That was a very clean kill, actually. Like, very clean kill. Let's drop some stuff so that, like, I can carry some more. Let's drop those. Glyph of the Ashen Wastes. This is actually, like, something that I used a couple of times. Okay, I don't really think that I can, like, carry more. I'm okay with it, it's okay. Maybe the Waste Guard? This one? So, we're gonna clean the bags, optimize the Void Heart, and then we try very hard to, like, find at the very least Kuba, okay? And I wouldn't mind finding I wouldn't mind finding Gravathol either. That's gonna be interesting. I kind of want to, actually. The skeletons are crazy, yeah. The Revenant instead of Will of Retosh? No, of course not. Will of Retosh is a must as well. What I did is I dropped Hawk, I dropped Lion, and I dropped 3 points into Obelisk. I've taken Oclane, and I have taken Revenant. So we have more minus resistance to work with. This wasn't in the theory crafted build, but later on I think I have decided like this is a good change. And possibly we're gonna decide even more things when the time comes, but check this amulet, by the way. What the fuck? I'm gonna keep this amulet. What is that? I'm gonna show it one more time. There's probably some people that wants to see it one more time. Hold up. Alright, there it is. Mythical Signets of the Fallen is also great, yeah. But I think I would much rather have like 2 Void Hearts. I think so. I don't know. Signets of the Fallen is, if I am not mistaken, is missing. Wait, this is not the one. Let's check it here because it's built up. I think Signets of the Fallen is missing possession pluses. Yeah. I don't like the pluses Signet of the Fallen is giving to us. Don't like it. Not one bit. There's another Signet, however. That one is good. Maybe it wasn't the Signet? I don't know. Yeah, this one. Sigil. It's a Sigil, guys, not a Signet. This one. I want this one as second. If I could. But I wouldn't say no to like another Void Heart either, honestly. This thing. Like 2 Void Hearts or 1 Depraved and 1 Void Heart is like probably what you're trying to build up to for the most part. Good stuff, good stuff. This mask. There has been some like interesting rings here, man. Like if I was on hardcore on my main, I think I would have kept a couple of these items. There was some like good items there. Yo, good day to you, Feki. Welcome, bro. Yeah, the minus 15 RR is very good, I agree. It's very good. I'm one of those people that like can actually like sacrifice some resist reduction every now and then. I don't really know if it's worth it or not. All I know is like I would definitely like to be sitting a little bit higher on the possession. That's all. That's for sure. There's 1 there. There's 2 there. Okay. I don't know why I like cleaned my entire bag, but so we're getting like bleed resistance instead of pierce resistance, and we're also dropping stun duration. Well, I can take it. That's a good thing. That bleed resistance, it reminds you of the 6 watch obviously. Now, pierce resistance seems to be fine. That's a very good change. If I want to, like, we could definitely put something better when it comes to like components on this. HP defensibility is very good. A rune-bound topaz. Freeze resistance with armor increase. I'm gonna go for the bloodied crystal if I know it. Bloodied crystal requires 4 hallowed fangs and 4 silk swatches. For silk swatches we need resilient platings. And for hallowed fang we can directly cross 6 watch and bloodied crystal. Yeah, that's gonna give me bleed res, that's gonna give me armor percentage. Now thanks to this I can obviously like remove my pants, the idiotic 6 watch in there. Gonna go keep the item. We go back to scaled hide so that I have a little bit more armor and armor absorption. I don't think I have a scaled hide in the bank, so we're gonna need to craft one. There. What's my resistances right now? Little bit all over the place, right? Let's put this one there, probably. Okay. I could replace that and I could replace this. So 2 augment spots open for me if I wanted to. Yeah. PS and Aether is one of them for sure, I would say. That is Pierce Chaos. That is PS Aether. Let's put this into the pants. I like extra Chaos instances apparently. Aether Chaos can become PS Chaos there. It's gonna overcap me. So we're missing only the Vitator. Do we have like any good Vitator stuff somewhere? I'm actually not sure about that one. There's a 12th Vitator if I wanted to. Do I do it? Let's do it. I don't know, let me check like if there's anything else I can replace. PS Aether, no. PS Aether. PS Aether, everything is PS Aether. Aether Chaos. No, I can't replace. Okay, fine. Fine, I don't like my defensibility all that much. I need to be like higher than 2.6k. So 2.5k Vitality modifier. We are sitting on 29 crit damage. On top of it we have, I think it's a bit more crit damage. All of the Grave is 10, 24 to Ravenous Earth. Okay. Let's try and find Mr. Kuba. This is going to be interesting. Plus 2T, 2T2. It's not there, right? Talking about treasure trove, of course. Yeah, I just won the Void Heart Viking. It was the best drop that we have had so far on this guy. Hands down. I'll check if the bar goal is here. No. I don't mind clearing this place though. We can need to craft some necklace components. Yeah. It's gonna transform or? Yeah. Manscore is saying congrats on 100. How is it with the Dark One set? It's very good. It's incredibly good right now, Manscore. Cheers, by the way, thank you. My defense ability is a little bit too low for a fight like this one. I think I'm gonna check it out. To be honest with you, the same can be said for Kubatsu. So, there's. Prodan with the 2 months. Thank you very much for that, Prodan. Very much appreciated. Thank you for the 2 months. We just walk out, I think, because I'm kind of like searching for Kubas, yeah. That was a good target to kill, by the way. It's such an hectic fight. I'm still not comfortable fighting that fight, but... It went okay because like I didn't even use it last today. Started a new Cabalist, didn't want to like convert my skeleton Cabalist, and I got most of the gear, just gotta level him. I mean, trying your build on the new Cabalist, love that build you're playing, nice. Just killed that bitch Ancient on my Cabalist 2 days ago, was getting one shot way too often. It's a little bit hectic fight, man. Don't really know why. It's kind of messed up sometimes. Trying very hard to like get as many flowers as we can while we're doing this, but I personally don't enjoy playing pistols or rifles that much either. Unless you obviously have like a ridiculous character that you're one-shotting left and right. Not my playstyle. Where are you, Kuba? This is a nice pack, even though it's not Kuba. Check like Burrow Home, maybe? I feel like my game is stuttering a little bit, don't know why. You dare come here. It 100% is. I want to like restart my game after this. Just want to find Koopa. I think there's like a spawn point somewhere around here, I don't know. For the most part, I thought I kind of like have the Koopa spawn points covered in my head, but this game never ceases to amaze me. Nemesis Hunter's sometimes weird. He could be right side over there though. We'll see. Just from the way it works, like every single time we cannot find them the next time we check it out is higher chance. The next spawn point, that is. I cannot walk around and get body blocked. Farming the Vendico close. I found this inside the Burrow Home dungeon. Ah, look at this bag. That was a nice find. Some flowers for everyone. How many greens is that? Silver Sentinel's mark. Nice, nice. But long story short, Koopa wasn't there. So what we're gonna do is that like pose, come to Nemesis, Koopa, spawn locations, in fact 29 of them. Let's see what we have not seen yet. The Feral Thicket. What is this? What am I looking at here? Okay, we have been here. This is the Ancient Grove still. The Gloomwald. This is a place that we haven't been. So we're walking back from the Coven, you guys. And there's a very high chance that we might find them here. In fact. Oh, where is it exactly, by the way? Okay. It starts from somewhere around here. There's multiple spawn locations close to me, in fact. I think it is right on top of me. So if it's not there, it's right next to it, like towards the house. Reaper of Loss, Koopa, Reaper of Loss. Koopa is like right next to the circular location, just one spot. Wait. Okay. Which was exactly on top of me, I think. This is the one that we're talking about. So, it's not there. In that case, the Gloomwald, and then you walk back. Some next level luck. I think I'll check like every single spawn location almost of Kuba. It's kind of messed up. He's going to be here though. So he's not there. I need to go here somehow. Okay. Okay. We can go across now. Like the pathing is kind of bugging out, but I think we can go across this. Oh, maybe not. I thought we could. Does it matter who to sacrifice for Solal? I don't think so. I actually ended up like, we found them by the way, I actually ended up like sacrificing the same guys all the time. I don't even know like how many, you know, options you have when it comes to who you can sacrifice. Let's clean around just a little bit. I don't necessarily know like how hectic this fight is going to be. And I'm also going to be like popping one of these. But to be honest with you, like what I'm expecting here is that like this fight to be a little bit long, but for it to be easy. That's what I expect. Yeah, apparently I need to like pay a lot more attention to the blood pools because he's just healing too much. I cannot stand still on this guy. My DPS is not enough to stand still. So it was a mistake. Mighty. It's not the greatest. Yeah, apparently like you need to... Ooh, the Sapphire Mythical, nice. Oh my god, Eladra Spellblade, I need this on I need this in hardcore, it's not dropping for me. Yeah, apparently you need to like not stay on the blood pools with such a character. No matter like how much damage you take. It's more about like him healing than, you know, you being able to like take that damage. A very easy kill them. No stress at all. Check out the good old Gravathor. I think I should be able to like find him a little bit easier than Kuba. Once upon a time I was walking here and we were like fucking scared and stuff. Stuff were not dying so fast. These stupid parasites were so tanky, now they're all getting destroyed and it's so good. Tattoo on that side. You too pussy for the grava? It's pretty easy to play around it now. I mean, that depends on the character that you play with. It's very hard, that's true. Where is he though? I was so sure we were going to find him here. Wasn't there like an elite somewhere there? Like, where did it disappear? That was awkward. Scratchy is there saying, hey Mal, when did you do the complete reset for the skill? Are you going to like keep this reset or revert back to your previous saves for the old builds? No, I'm just in softcore for it. I don't mess around with my builds, guys. I mean, saves, guys. That's also why I don't use some of the mods. I have my cloud save open and I never touch my save files. To have a fresh start, I just switched to softcore, since I never play in softcore. It was a fresh start for me. I had a couple of stuff from my DK guide, but I didn't play the DK so long, not as long as this guy, so it was still like a fresh start, yeah. It's just maybe one or two recipes that are not important at all, yeah. Hoping to find Grava somewhere around here, hopefully. So otherwise we're gonna need to find the other Chthonic Rifts and the Morndale. No, it's good for the guide. Like, if something goes wrong, and I die, like, do I just stop the guide right there? Like, that would be stupid, so. It's actually convenient to be in softcore for the guide as well. But we didn't die so far. And unless I like massively misplay, like hard part is already over, so say so. At this point you have a strong character. It just comes down to you like making a big mistake to die. Grava. Space is actually too big. Found them too. Let's clean around it a bit. We might need to kite this guy for some time. And I don't necessarily know like what type of routes I'm going to be, you know, choosing all the time, so. The Warborn Witchblade? Are Are you playing with like Cadence? Or are you playing with like Force Wave? Sorry, I think Cadence, right? For melee character it might actually be pretty rippy though, you're right. Such as yours that you need to commit all the time. This might actually turn out to be very difficult, hold up. Get that DPS, man. So good. When you hear that sound, pew pew, that is when you run away. And for some time. That's all. It has two sound effects because there are two orbs. You're kiting the two orbs, and afterwards, as long as you have some cooldowns that you can like somehow stay around the vicinity of Grava, you can easily kill him. That's pretty much it. And it's an incredibly easy fight for me, for this character. Mythical Myrmidon Visor and an Ignifier's Combustion, which is a very good find as well. I think it's better than that Hound. Interesting stuff. I cannot TP out from here. It's kind of sad. Coding is saying you can kite the orbs into a wall or some sort of like an obstacle and they do disappear. This is actually a very good advice, but like, do you think it's worth the risk? Because they're almost one-shotting you to like try and control them like this, especially in hardcore. Like, I've never messed around with this. Raise the Dead with rank 18. I think we're getting close to 20. Yep, my skeletons, they're not in their full potential yet. How are we doing with the other Nemesis stuff? I mean, we can absolutely destroy Voldran. Trust me, the ethereal one. Absolutely destroy him. There's no need to check him out. I would say like we have killed two of the hardest ones. Especially like Kuba was not necessarily like the hardest when it comes to like mechanical, but he's not taking damage from us. Not as much as like the other nemesis that do. So that is why we like focus on Kuba to kill, and like when it comes to Grava, Grava is like considered one of the harder nemesis out there. Maybe Kaizen as well, but I'm not going to be farming the Kaizen reputation. It's just too long, I think. But you should be able to like destroy pretty much everything with this guy. Honestly. So I like YouTube. I don't necessarily know if I'm going to be having another part when it comes to like play through with this guy, but I'm going to be having like some sort of like a talk, probably off stream, and also a build guide coming up about this. So this might very well be like the last part, unfortunately, for the entire playthrough. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, and I'll be seeing you with another video, man. This guy right over here was a massive success though, at the end of the day. Peace out, YouTube. Thanks for watching.